leave the spray on top, it's gonna taste it, and we trim the beard down.
Leave the back?
Yeah.
So what are we doing with the back? Well, what is this? Shag? Dallas shag? A little mullet action? All right, so we said 3 on top. You're gonna leave the back. So I have to blend the 3 with this. So it means like a 3 into like a 4, 5, 6 ish. Leave this a little longer. And then you said trim the beard.
Yeah.
You want it to be more squared? Or you want it to be more rounded?
More rounded.
More rounded. Okay. If you had like all natural, or you want any enhancements?
We can natural.
All natural today?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
For the last few years, because I bet we're just talking. You got to see.
Thought some of you was retiring.
I thought the same thing.
Dropping tequila.
What are you going and doing?
I'm hitting with the 3 guard on top right now. I'm just going in with 3. Debulking the sides. First step, I always go in and debulk the cut. Man, I wish I had some quieter clippers. Oh, I do. Matter of fact, I'll use my sabers.
When AJ was on his, he was on instinct too. So
That echo blade. So I'm going with the 3 right now, 3 guard open as I reach the back of his head, because I'm leaving the back, so I can't just go with the 3 all the way into the back. You gotta blend it a little bit.
my teacher mode. Professor. You remember that hoop of the professor?
I always watch that.
Debulk.
So what's so special about that blade you use as my flipper? I don't have a mic.
I really like this echo blade because you'll see when I make my first guideline, it's pretty crispy. It gets down to the skin pretty good, and it makes this noise. It tells me how good I'm cutting. It talks back. With a client like this, you got to be really diligent in getting the hairline all even, because as you can see, he has 2 cowlicks that just grow every which way. And I might actually come back in with a 2 afterwards and touch that hairline, but I'm gonna make that decision later. Yeah. Now I'm gonna move into a 4 guard as I reach the back of his head, as I try to blend his hair with the 3.
So it's gonna be lower in the front than it is in the back. So these are the people that are there.
Yeah, I'm not touching the back.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna grab a 5 guard. And then I'm gonna grab a 5 guard. Do a little bit of wrist work. I know it looks crazy right now, but y'all just trust the process. Wrist work. Just the flick of the wrist. And I know you're probably expecting me to grab a 6 guard, but I'm not. Because I prefer clipper over comb. So where that disconnect is, I'm just gonna try to connect it a little bit. It'll blend it a little smoother. So I don't want to get rid of the bulk back here. I still want it to be bulky. I still want him to have texture, because with his hair texture, with it being so straight, if I cut too much off, he's not gonna have any texture back here. So really, I'm just being real careful, trying to blend basically from my 5 into this long hair, into this bulk. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Seamless. Now we go from short to long. You don't really see any lines or any bulk. What I can do after the end of the cut is I can take some texturing shears, some thinning shears, and I can go up in this region just to even thin out a little bit more, give it a little more texture to blend it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump into the taper fade now.
Where can we find your social and all that? Let's see your water.
If you guys want to find more of my work, more of my haircuts, you can find me on anywhere at the Barber Brooks. If you want to book a haircut with me, you can book it at thebarberbrooks.com. But it's the Barber Brooks on TikTok and Instagram. Like I said, I like this blade because it's good. I go on straight into the skin. And you can hear it. Like I said, it likes to talk back. So I made my first guideline. Now I'm making my second guideline.
And what kind of lever flare are you throwing first?
All the way open. So the first guideline was lever closed, and I'm going all the way open to my second guideline. About halfway through the temple. And then I'm just gonna go right into this first guideline. And just take one lever up to get out. I'm not gonna waste no time. I don't gotta go through all these little steps and processes. I'm gonna just take this line out immediately. Second, just go up a little higher. Third.
So you only create 2 guidelines to take out 2?
Oh no, I'm not. I haven't even gotten to the bulk yet. So 2 guidelines so far, yeah. So that line is gonna be gone because once I come back in with my trimmer, you're not gonna see anything there.
Alright, let's zoom out with this so we can see what's gonna happen. There we go.
So now I want to debulk this ridge. I want to give myself a little bit better visual while I attack this. I don't want to go straight in with a half guard or a 1 guard because I might end up pushing this too high. It already doesn't have a very big area for me to work with, so I need to compress this. So I'm just going to debulk this line with my 1.5 guard. And really, it's just wrist motion, flicking out. I'm not going to go higher than this ridge because I don't want to push it too high. So I'm still trying to leave a little bulk area right here into this bulk in the back, but I wanted to be able to see my line now. So as you can see, that's where my next guideline is. So this is what I gotta take out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a 1 guard. I'm gonna fade down. Got my 1 guard, and I'm gonna start open. It's basically 1.5. So I'm just going over what I just did, just to continue to debulk a little bit. You see how the fade's already coming together, and I haven't even really hit it with a half guard. I'm gonna close it all the way. I'm just gonna touch it. Just gonna repeat, rinse and repeat. Use a little corner work. Get up in here. And the fade is pretty much there, but I'm gonna come in with my half guard now. I'm gonna finish it up. Half guard all the way closed. I'm just gonna tap this line and try to dig it out a little bit just to really perfect the blend. But I know y'all trying real hard to find some lines. They ain't there. You can't see none. They're gone. And that's 2 minutes? Less than 2 minutes? It really don't take all these extra steps, y'all, if you just understand your process. Now I'm coming in with my saber trimmer, and I'm gonna basically begin my first guideline on the beard while also debulking, the side of his temple. So his beard, I'm gonna keep his fade relatively high. on his beard line. At the same time, I'm also using some corner work in the bottom of this fade.
See what's that.
And then since I'm already back here, I'm not taking none of this off. So I'm not really worried about too defined of a line back here. I just want to define this area. Because as you see, we do have hair here that needs to be cut. So I'm going to come in. All about that angle and that wrist work. And then as y'all can see, we have a perfect cup around the ear. And I didn't even have to cut any of this because we're not gonna worry about this because it's gonna be long anyways. But then from this angle, you can see the definition.
So how much do the guy have to get last time?
My haircuts are $60. My basic haircuts are $60. If you want a hair wash, a shampoo service, if you want me to do any facial services, I could pluck out your nose hair with some wax. I could do your eyebrows. If you want any of that stuff, it's gonna cost you $100. But if you want a haircut and me just line up your beard, it's $60.
I've seen before you stick your finger in.
Oh yeah, I can show you all that method. I'll show you all that technique.
No, you cannot.
So I'm gonna leave the beard for the very end because low key beards are like my favorite thing, but I couldn't help but just hit that right quick on camera because it's so satisfying. And when I see any type of overhang or overgrowth on a beard, I can't do nothing but line it up. So that's all I'm gonna do right now for y'all until I get back at the end of this cut and trim off the whole beard. Let's move on to the other side, everybody.
It looks good in your cheek, man. I'm glad you got just the right.
So we're gonna follow the same steps. The steps did not follow.
See, I've heard some barbers are like that. Like some just
I wanna follow the same exact steps, but I low-key forgot. I'm gonna hit my ball line first.
all my
Yeah, guys. As you can see, I work so fast sometimes that I just be freestyling these haircuts. Like on this side, I might have actually taken a trimmer on accident to take the bald line, or I might have taken the 1.5 first and debulk before I take any guidelines. But as we did on the other side, I'm gonna take my clipper guard and I'm gonna make my first guideline right at the temple. And yes, it's a high taper, but you shouldn't be making your guideline. If you have an area to work with that's this small, especially with this type of hair texture and color, you want that blend to be kind of stretched. So you're gonna make your guideline basically right at the C cup because you want to stretch it out. So like I did last time, we're gonna open it up and we're gonna make that second guideline off the rip. We're not gonna waste any time, and then we're gonna close, open up one, and we're gonna take out that initial guideline. Now, y'all remember what's next?
You're gonna create another line?
The 1.5 guard, you're gonna debulk. Y'all can hear that I'm playing with the lever. I'm opening the lever when I go a little higher, closing it when I'm down here. Just because I don't want to take too much off. I want to still leave the 3 pretty weighty up here at the top of the parietal ridge.
All right, Fritz, Mr. Parietal Ridge.
Yeah, some of y'all ain't never heard that word before. Your barber school teacher don't teach you about parietal ridges and temples and napes, but I'll tell you guys, this is a parietal ridge where your hairline will wrap all the way around. That's called a parietal ridge. So on any type of fade, you don't want to take anything above that, or else now you got this military high top look. You always want to keep a little bit of texture, a little bit of bulk, so some would say, on that parietal ridge. You see how as I get up in there, I'm flicking out more now. I'm not taking the clipper down in to up here. I'm flicking out right here.
The flicking out.
Exactly what you would expect. It creates this flicking out, creates this ridge, yeah, just the bulk area, the contrast. The best way to describe it is we want contrast. We want the fade to blend smoothly into this light skin where it's going to be bald into dark hair. If I take this too low, it's going to be light skin into light hair, and there's not going to be like that contrast with like that fresh fade. You know what I'm saying? When you want a fade, you want that contrast. That's what you're looking for in a good fade. Now, I didn't mention, but I'm at the one guard. If you guys are following along, you know, one guard now, we're going to try to fade down, kind of fading backwards. Just massaging that line, trying to smoothen it out. Really, we wanted to try to flick lines out and fade lines out, but just think of it, everything you're erasing a line. So you can take as long as you want, go about any measures you want to erase the line. We don't need heavy-handed barbers anymore with you digging in his head trying to get that line out. If you got to go down on guard, then you can even go down to a just no guard lever open just to get that line out. But I'm at a half guard right now, and who knows, I might actually need a no guard lever open for this because of this the way his hair grows on this side. But we'll see whenever we get there. Right now we're at the half guard, just steady massaging that line, trying to erase it. I know some of y'all looking at this might think, oh, that fade looks pretty much good, pretty much done. I don't agree with that. I'm gonna go with the no guard. I'm gonna just corner cut. This is what they call corner cutting. Use the corner of the blade and you just try to slide it in the dark spots. I don't want to take it to the skin like this and create a new line. I don't want to close it and create a really harsh line. So I'm gonna open it and I'm just gonna detail work. This is detail work. See, the fade is smooth, but I still saw some lines. So what's gonna separate you as a barber in this barber game is your detailing. It's not gonna be, you know, your best fades and the styles you do. It's gonna be how detailed you are with your cuts and what sets you apart from the rest.
Golly, that's weird.
Now, take the trimmer back. Do the same thing. You can corner cut some of the dark spots. And then once again back here, we're just gonna be very careful, not taking too much off. Just following the contour of the head. Just to get that nice shape that And like I did on the other side, I'm gonna go ahead and line up the back portion of his beard, combing some of his hair out. His beard grows different on this side, so as I comb some of this hair out, so what you have right here for me. We're gonna keep that beard still wide. We don't wanna pull it in too far into the jawline. We just wanna keep it wide and natural. I remember what I did on that side, but I'm gonna come in with my foil at the end just to finish off the fade. Alright, now we can get into the beard. You want me to take length off the mustache? It's not gonna mustache, or you just want to line up? But you told me to go crazy and do what I always do.
Yeah, if you do the job. If you don't have it there right, so or whatever.
I'm gonna start off by just trimming some of the flyaways out of, around his mouth. Some of the areas that I just know I can see from this peripheral, this point of view. I could take a guard, but sometimes it's a little quicker and easier just to go a little clipper over comb right here. We'll do a little clipper over comb on his mustache as well. If you look up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good angle.
I'm just cleaning up the flyaways where I can see from this angle right now. When I lay him down, I'm gonna go a little bit harder at underneath and from a different perspective, from a different bird's eye.
What's the main thing you gotta be careful of being on how good like?
I think the most obvious thing is not patching them. So be careful if you're not steady-handed or you're nervous or you're new to barbering, I wouldn't attempt to freehand the beard. I would just use a guard. Yeah, point blank.
Can you use the comb like a bar?
Talking about like this? No, that's weird. I wouldn't. No beard. I would on like hairlines and stuff. But obviously, right here, I'm just trying to fade his beard in. See, to me, it's a little dark right here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a one guard.
So do you look in the mirror because it looks different than when you're looking at your eyes?
Yeah.
Tell them.
So when you're looking at a head for so long, your eyes start to miss things. Your eyes kind of get adjusted to the head and the hair, and sometimes you can miss things or things just start to look kind of blurry, I guess, so to speak. And so then whenever you look in the mirror, it kind of gives you a more true visual because your eyes recalibrate. Your eyes are able to recalibrate. That's the best way to put it. So I'm gonna spin my fine around and fade this side of the beard. Right there. You're good. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna lean my client back in the chair, and I'm gonna really shape this beard. Before I do that though, I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all. I'm gonna finish his mustache right here. Yeah, Stylecraft. I used to have a relationship with them, and they stopped sending me stuff. So I'm not promoting them, but I do like their tools. I told y'all I might hit his hairline with a two, and I just got spontaneous and felt like doing it right now. So
Is it too open?
yeah, it's a two open. So I saw some hairs kind of sticking up, and so I was like, let me just prep this hairline real quick while I'm thinking about it. As y'all can tell, I'm kind of a sporadic barber. But I will finish your cut in about 30, 40 minutes at most if I get a beard like this. But yeah, I don't really follow no real system. I just kind of go wherever the Lord leads me. Amen.
Good way to teach them roots. Good way to
All right, just make sure your client's not laughing while you do this because you might patch them. This is a really good angle, obviously, to look over. And obviously, I'm not really worried about like trying to flatten it or anything. I'm just taking flyaways. Which, with a beard like this, there's a time, and it's pretty easy to manipulate a beard like this because he has a healthy beard. Takes care of it. It's not really dry or brittle, so it's like, and it's relatively straight. I mean, it's curly, but like it grows down. So if you just popped up on this video and you're watching, go ahead and subscribe because we're going to have a lot more videos like this coming out so you guys can learn. If you are learning, can you please put some W's in the chat? Yeah, just let us know that you're tuned in, that you're learning something, that this video is helpful. If you're not learning, just keep watching, keep running these views up, and share it, send it to somebody because we do need to, we do need this, the numbers to, we need the numbers, y'all.
Where's he going? What is about? I'm like, what is he trying to say? I was gonna help, but
I blanked out, y'all. I'm focused on the beard, and I was thinking about numbers. I was thinking about money, and I was like, I don't really know how the money stuff works. I trust my leaders and my bosses to pay out diligently, to not be committing no fraud or nothing.
all right, man, let's see what that is. He's still cooking or school. I don't know. Bye.
I'm gonna put a little bit of shaving gel on this client. Well done. Before I do that, since I'm already over here, I'm just gonna line up his bar because I like to do that before I hit the hairline. I know I jumped steps, but I'm just gonna go ahead and knock this out since I'm already looking at it dead in the face. Let's go ahead and line that up so that when I attack the hairline, I already got his face symmetrical and I know exactly where I'm going.
And then you pull the skin, obviously, the direction.
Every time, always pull the skin. If you do not pull the skin, put the razor down. You do not deserve to have a razor in your hand if you're gonna not pull your client's skin because that will cut them every time. Now, I'm gonna ask this client to blow a bubble. He knows what that means because he's been locked in since day one. But we're still leaving his beard line relatively high. So I'm not pushing that down. It doesn't need to be a super, super dark line because With a beard like this, it's doing all the talking. You ain't gotta have the sharpest line. The line gonna look good regardless. So we're gonna keep it relatively high. We're gonna take it right up to his mustache, and then take a little paper towel and just try to wipe that off, the excess. And I will go over this line one additional time. Last one to blow bubble one more time. Any hairs that I missed, we're gonna retouch. Get that line absolutely perfect. This is just like the chat TikTok. What up, chat? W's in the chat. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move to the left side. While I'm at this angle, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this unibrow because that's crazy. I'm using the chat for no unibrow. You are not Anthony Davis. And now we're gonna attack the left side of the beard. Okay, so what did I do? If you're following along, of course you're gonna put a little shaving gel because his skin is sensitive. After cutting him enough, I know that I do dry shave a lot of clients, but dry shaving on his skin is sometimes not the best. So I'm gonna start up here. Is that a good angle if I'm right here? Or you want to go on this side? That's probably better. Yeah. There we go. So I'm gonna start up here and I'm just gonna take all the baby hairs off to start. And now I'm gonna attack with the beard from the top. And I'm asking to blow a bubble. So I can get that nice crispy cheek line. And then, like I said, I'm gonna grab the towel. I'm gonna wipe off excess shaving gel. And I'm going to attack the line one last time. If I missed any hair that I couldn't see, we're gonna make sure that line is as straight, narrow. And since I'm over here, I'm gonna line up this part of his hairline, this part of his temple. Sometimes, since he has a baby forehead, it's hard for me to get like my whole razor up in here. So you see, I kind of pull his eyebrow down as I stretch the skin, just so that this part doesn't cut him. I just want to form my guideline essentially before I do the lineup, because that's what we're doing next. So now you guys can see his line on the side is already in place. So now all I gotta do is just make out his hairline, and that's one less step that I gotta do now because I just did it while he was laid down. I did his beard. Hey, is it rounded like you want it? How's it look? W?
Brown. It's gonna help for that. You can't have to call it out. You could have snuck that in.
Okay, now I'm gonna take my Tune 45. Actually, before that, this is my boy. I want him to be comfortable. Just make sure to clean up the hair on your client. I know I've been a little lazy on this. Typically, when I'm not teaching and showing you guys, I'd be more diligent at cleaning him off. We're in Dallas. This is a Dallas shag. So to attack his hairline, ask your clients to look up just a tiny bit. So you can see the benefit of me already lining up his temples is now I'm already squared in. So now I just need to connect them. So I'm gonna come in where he's light, right here. So now Obviously, I'm just gonna follow this to the right side. Now he has two cowlicks, so these hairs grow backwards. So sometimes I have to kind of just go up. Appreciate y'all. All right, and then on this side, it's the same thing. Like I said, tat, but I like to just kind of lawn mow it up.
That would be crazy out there. It's a straight or
Are we straight? Are we crooked, chat? W's in the chat if we're straight. L's in the chat if we crooked. No, additionally, what I'm going to do, just because I'm on TV right now, I'm going to show you guys some more detail work. I always take my thinning shears, especially with him, how he kind of got these hairs that kind of just like flying over here. I just like to clean it up that way. Put it in the front just to give him, just to clean it up. It's not, I wouldn't say super duper necessary, but oh man, y'all missed it. So this whole portion right here was clip over comb. As you can see, we started, this is a 3 up top, chat. So this is a 3 and I didn't touch the back. He's growing out the back. He might get it braided. I don't know. But it's a 3 up top. And obviously I'm not going to take a 3 directly into this much bulk because that would look crazy. That would look like a rat tail. So I took the 3 all the way basically up into this region. And then I took a 4 down to the crown. And then I took a 5 and kind of flicked a little bit out in this region. But then I clipper over combed all of this. And so one thing I was talking about is you could even take your thinning shears and try to help that blend a little bit. What is this cut called, bro? To be honest, yeah, like it's like a shag. It's like a high taper mullet shag mix. Obviously, we got like a high taper 3 on top here, but then I would say shag. You could say mullet, but it's not even quite long enough to be considered a mullet. Some would consider it a mullet. I prefer shag because we're in Dallas, and that's kind of how people be wearing their hair. They be getting tapers and leaving the back long. It's just shag on a white boy. White boy shag. That's what we call it. So there's one thing I almost forgot to do, and that's to foil. Why you jump? You thought I was gonna put my finger in your mouth?
Finger shit, yeah. We ain't going through that again.
So what are you talking about? Oh, you took fine.
Yeah. That's that. But now all you gotta do is do your YouTube sign up.
Like, follow, subscribe.
What do you think, bro?
It looks great.
It looks great. You
Great.
don't gotta be shy. You speak up. It looks great.
It looks great.
So YouTube, this is how you do a perfect white boy shag. My name is the Barber Brooks. If you want more videos from me, from the Barber Plug, just like, comment, subscribe, ask your questions in the comments, and we're gonna see you on our next video. Let us know what haircuts you want to see, and we'll knock those out for you. Peace. Yeah.